The first game of the franchise was really loved by the people who like simulators, cars games. What you brought to this continuation? What enhancements you made and what you seek with new cars and new tracks?
Yeah. So, one of the things that the original game obviously was the foundation was being really authentic racing simulation, and the game carries that same philosophy in Project Cars 2, but we've really focused even more on recreating all of the actual elements that can change the race. For example, the track you were driving earlier, it was demonstrating this feature called Live Track, which is something that the dev team has been working on for a very long time, but this is the newest iteration, which allows basically for racing in all seasons of the year. And it's not just that the track is raining or that the track is snowing. It's the fact that when you race in the rain, every track obviously has different curves and different terrain, and the racing lines are different in every course. But when a rain actually happens, the water will move and pool in certain areas, and the dev team has actually gone out and studied how that water or that snow goes onto the track, and what does that do to the actual racing conditions, which is really making it even more authentic into the game. The game itself has the most tracks out of any console racing game. So we've got much bigger tracks. The majority are real world tracks, completely modeled down to the exact detail. Obviously, cars is an important part of Project Cars. The original game had a good selection of different racing vehicle types, but there was definitely some cars and brands of cars that were not represented in the first game, and we worked really hard on this game to bring a lot of those great ones in, and we will be revealing more about those in the coming months.
There's something planned for the E3 because my team will be there.
We definitely plan to have this game on display at E3. It'll probably be a more updated version than what we're showing today. But definitely, Project Cars 2 will be a key one for us going into E3. So we'll definitely have probably some exciting things to share. But obviously, the original game, people loved it because of its dedication to the sport of racing and the authenticity, and that is definitely completely carried over into this game with a lot more focus on different vehicles, different tracks, different parts of the world, the conditions of the racing, and also the different types of racing. So I think fans are going to be really amazed with how much bigger this game is.
Like Formula One and
there's a lot of different racing types. I mean, the first game had there was GT3 and so yeah, we're definitely really focused on trying to have even more racing types in the game.
And the game is designed to play on the VR or play on the controller or maybe both.
Yeah. So what's also great about the game is that you can scale the experience. You can play in VR. You can play in VR in a simulator. You can play in a VR with the racing wheel. You can play with 3 4K screens, so you have like all the side views and everything. Yeah. But you can also play with a regular TV and a gamepad. And one of the things that the dev team has really worked on this time around, in the first game, playing with the gamepad was quite challenging. It didn't feel as good as it should. And so now for this new game, really focusing in on delivering still a very good, authentic racing experience using the regular controller. So hopefully in the end, if you are playing on the gamepad or all the way in a VR in a simulator, you're still going to get a very satisfying experience across the board.
And you're thinking about the game, it really feels difficult and really challenging.
Yeah.
You are thinking about maybe seeking esports, like competitive play, tournaments.
So the first game is already very big in the esports. There's a lot of leagues. There's a lot of tournaments. That's definitely something that we're excited to focus on for Project Cars 2, and we will have actually more announcements about more of the esports stuff as we get closer to the release of the game. But one of the other things that, to your point about the challenge of the racing, is that we really want people to learn how to properly race, and there's many people who started playing Project Cars 1 and they've actually become real racing drivers because of this. And there's also the dev team works very closely with a lot of the best drivers in the world, actual real drivers that are giving real feedback to, no, this is not right. No, this is not how it would feel. And so it's constantly getting more and more real. Yeah. So because of that realism, we're able to bring it to something like an esports where you really need to practice. You really need to be like a real racing driver.
Something to play casually.
Yeah, you can still do that and have fun, but
it's different if you want to really go competitive,
get the
and
time,
learn.
get the to be the lap leader and all those kinds of things. Definitely, people are already doing it with Project Cars 1, and we're really excited to do it for Project Cars 2.
There's a release date, some window for that?
We're looking at, right now, late 2017. We haven't picked an actual date. I mean, the game is still obviously in development, but we're already making really good progress.
Yeah, it seems really far.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you a lot.
You.
Alô, galera! Muito obrigado por assistir a mais um vídeo do Última Ficha. Não deixem de curtir o vídeo, se inscrever no canal e acompanhar as nossas redes sociais que estão na descrição do vídeo. Acessem nosso site www.ultimaficha.com.br para todas as notícias mais quentes do mundo dos jogos. Até a próxima!